in, I'm always entertained by the reactions.
Yeah, no, I don't know what I am expecting. I don't want to say mild disappointment because there are a couple characters I really want, but I know that it's probably not them. You know,
Right.
what if it is like if it's one of the couple characters like I really want, this room is going to explode. If it's like a character that I don't see coming, I'm gonna be excited. I'll be very excited. I'll be really happy about it.
Right.
But it's gonna be like there's like a difference in reaction there. And if it's something that I hate, which I feel like is there's only a couple things that they could reveal that they'd be like, oh my god, why'd you do that? Like like Minecraft Steve. I'd be like, no, no, why? I don't. I never. No, it's all is coming. Um, but yeah, I see some people in the chat here. Lazy James, Mandy Lee Plays, Michael Garcia, Podcast Dojo. How you guys doing? Good morning.
Oh my, oh my.
Computer robots. You ready for us to go batshit crazy? Well, we'll see. We will. I may go crazy. I may be like, oh, that's nice. I hope it. I hope it's not a oh that's nice moment. I hope it's like oh god, oh, rip my. No, actually, I do not want to rip this. I really like this sweater. I got it for Christmas and I think it looks awesome. So I'm not gonna rip it. So maybe I should take off the sweater so I can rip my shirt. No, that's not gonna happen.
I mean, who's gonna stop you?
I'll save that for the Metroid Prime 4 review later this year. That's when I'll rip it and there'll be like a Samus tattoo like just across my chest. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh.
I promise that I would have the tattoo for the rest of my life.
Wait,
Corvus, I
what?
saw that you were in the room.
Just realized what was being talked about.
Yeah. I'm talking about ripping my shirt off for the Metroid Prime 4 review and having like, you know, Samus just maybe like one of your French girls tattooed on my chest.
I'm down for that. You know,
That would be
make it
fun.
happen. You know what? Make it, yeah.
That would be really cool. Like maybe I don't I guess there are some places that get that allow you to put on like painted on tattoos that they look real and they'll last for a few days. Like maybe I could like do that, you know, so it looks like a legit tattoo. That'd be funny.
But what if we have a thing, right, where we
Stop
predict?
ripping.
No.
It's like Star Fox Zero. They're like, oh damn it! I was gonna rip this anyway, so here you go. Yeah,
uh,
you can do that.
what? Okay, but what if, right? We both make a solid we make a solid prediction, right, of who it is, and if we happen to get it, then you do the crazy thing.
Like we each have one ready. Like I'll do Prime 4, you'll do like Donkey Kong something, and then Brandon will do like I don't know.
uh,
What do
he'll
you predict?
he'll do what would he care about? Like I don't like what is he really into? You know, like what is his like
He likes
favorite
Animal
franchise?
Crossing. He likes Animal Crossing.
But we already got that. That's
He
his, yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Uh, I'll say for me it would be like a brand new Castlevania.
Oh, okay.
That's like the dream like game right now for me. But I mean like
You know what had him at 3D Donkey Kong.
oh like a 64 type of deal.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You know what? I could see that. Like I think
You
that's
know
yeah, good.
what he could do? He could like get like a tattoo of like Donkey Kong when he's like this, but on his back. Might be
Wait.
a little much.
Oh, wait. I mean, get the thumbs up specifically. You know what I'm talking about? Like the fucking what do you call it?
Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Yeah, he has the same thumbs up render in like every iteration of Donkey Kong. Well, not the same render, but it's the same pose, but they remade it in multiple like they rendered it like multiple times, I think.
Okay. I got. Oh. Okay.
What did you find?
I googled it.
Oh,
I
wait.
googled it. I just think it's creepy.
Oh, well, that's the idea. The idea is for him to do something that's,
There it is. I put it on the stream for everyone to see. Yeah. So it would be like this. That'd be weird, dude.
That's why I say he should go for it. You know,
Oh, you want to see something creepy? Well,
you can have Sakurai's face on your chest.
There is a bald, naked Donkey Kong on my screen right
Is it on your stream screen?
now.
You know what? I'll look at that later, and figure out what you're looking at.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it and send it to you. Actually.
Okay.
Naked Donkey Kong.
Oh my god. Okay, let me see. Stupid Rare, what's good? Dr. Katz. Let me see. Used to believe about Hayabusa 4th DLC. Do you think he'll be released soon? I still do think Hayabusa is coming. The thing that I'm unsure about is the timing. So I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, he's 100%, coming now. You know what I mean? Like, I still do think he's coming eventually. It's the timing that's put into question.
Brandon is awake.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is he not here awake?
I don't know.
I mean, he still got like, what was it, like 20
time.
minutes? Less than 20 minutes or so?
Yeah, he's got time.
Yeah. So, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. He'll just jump in midstream and have to set everything up.
45 time slot.
Yeah. He'll be Gucci. He'll be fine. Thank you for your thoughts. Appreciate. Yeah, no problem, cats. I'm totally cool with people asking questions.
No, questions are not allowed. Actually.
No, yeah, no. Yeah, bro. Like, questions are outlawed. Especially in speculation. Like, who asks questions when they speculate?
What? Michael Garcia. I'd like to see Ryu Hayabusa in Smash. I would like to see Ryu Hayabusa in Smash as well. I'd like to see a lot of characters.
I do want to say too that, like, just because I think a character's coming does not mean I want the character coming.
There is a difference.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Well, like there are some third-party characters that I acknowledge have a really good chance, but I'm not necessarily as hyped for them as, say, for example, Rex and Pyra. Like, I really want Rex and Pyra, but I'll acknowledge that considering the trends and the leaks, it's probably a better bet to consider, say, for example... Actually, I don't know who would be a better bet, because there's so many options, but a third-party character, It's...
That does remind me of something, and I think it would be a pretty good a mini discussion, I guess, before this presentation starts off. But did you see the Devil May Cry Twitter tweeted out their apparent announcement already?
January 6th. Oh, did they?
Yeah. It was like a it was like an announcement for a freeform style for Devil May Cry 3 on the Switch.
Right. So because they probably have a few different styles, because it's kind of like something they're making accessible at all times. Right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You can only access during save points. I didn't play the game. I just read about it.
Yeah. So, like, depending on, like, before everyone's like, oh, it's gonna be Dante, right? And there's still people who feel that way, but I saw a few people who took that as a deconfirmation.
Well, it doesn't have to be deconfirmation, but it does support the idea that the tweet was literally about feature, as it literally, like, objectively said, hey, we're going to show something on January 16th about an extra little feature for Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, not Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But everyone read Super Smash Bros. Ultimate instead of Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, right? So, but, I mean, that doesn't mean there can't be something. Like, what if they wanted to kind of have that Devil May Cry discussion going on, which is why they're doing the announcements now, which is why they're building up the hype for Devil May Cry 3. They think it'd all be kind of like a combo hype bundle of excitement for Devil May Cry, right? Like, maybe.
Yeah.
So I think that there's a chance of that still. But that tweet alone wasn't like whatever this information was, it was never going to be the Smash reveal, regardless of if he's coming or not.
Yeah.
It never was going to be that.
Yeah, I've just definitely seen some people who, I guess you could say, got shook by that, but I don't really know because I'm not like I'll be honest with you. I'm not really a Devil May Cry fan. Like I haven't really it's not that I haven't played the games. I just prefer others to be honest.
Sinner, sinner.
I
I haven't played them either. Actually, I've only played Bayonetta, which I know is similar, just not the same.
mean I have played I want to say a decent amount of Devil May Cry. I own 5. I've played 4. I just prefer Bayonetta. That's just kind of my particular taste. Uh,
Yep.
so if it does end up being Dante, it'll be like I'll be okay with it, but I won't really like it's not exciting to me. It won't be hype for me.
Hmm.
But I mean, it'll be cool, you know. Like I can see
I
why.
so I'm gonna get to the chat in a moment. I want to get to you guys in a moment, guys. But I just want to say like I feel like there's an extra amount of hype for this particular presentation as opposed to previous presentations for Smash because we know a character reveal is happening. You know, like you know what I mean? Like there's a little bit more hype because we know that there's a Smash specific presentation and Sakurai is going to reveal a big character and have all the question marks here. Like it's
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it'd be really really weird if they didn't. I mean, it's
But I guess the other thing is that like because there's more hype going into it, right? Because of that allure of the final character, I feel like there's also more potential for disappointment. You know,
Oh, I
uh,
mean, to be fair, like regardless, they can get the most left field, biggest character ever, and it would still disappoint like a considerable amount of
if
people.
they reveal Goku, and I do not expect that to happen anytime soon because I do understand Sakurai has repeatedly said no anime characters, right? Or no, or that it's not so much no anime characters, but more so the fact that the character has to be rooted in video game history first, like that being its origin. Goku is originally from a manga, so there's a difference there. Uh, but I'm just saying, Goku would probably be like the most ridiculous, like crazy, most well-known but also left field reveal you could do, right? And people would be pissed and be like, "Sakurai, you liar!" Like like there'll be
Yeah,
something, or if they reveal Sora, people are like, "Oh, that's not a Nintendo character. That's something else." Or
yeah,
like, or if it is a Nintendo character, you're like, oh, I just want another cool third-party character. There's enough Nintendo characters already. Like, no matter what like direction you go, there's gonna be disappointment coming from somewhere. That's just the way it is.
yeah.
So
That's just natural. So at this point,
I mean, I got Banjo Kazooie, right? Like that was like the pair of characters that I really really wanted, and I got that. And I feel like each character for the Fighters Pass, like I think the effort here is to try to get something that's a little bit for everyone. And I think they have appealed to a pretty wide market already, right? You got Joker, then you have Terry. Like Terry appeals to people who used to like play those are old arcade games, right?
well, funny
Uh,
enough too. King of Fighters specifically, which Terry is a very big figure in, is like an extremely popular fighting game in Latin America.
yeah,
So he appealed like pretty much everyone in Latin America was just hyped to see Terry. Like that's
yeah.
just a thing.
I heard it all from down there. Like I heard the booms, of course.
Yeah, Terry's a big deal over there.
Yeah, and then Hero, obviously, well, maybe not obviously to everyone, but Dragon Quest is a big deal in the East. I hear noises.
I hear a brand in the distance. Is that?
Oh, look, there's a branch in the distance.
He sounds kind of low for me though.
A little low.
Yeah.
I might even hear a little echo. I think they're still getting their audio settings.
Yeah, that's my
going.
bad. I don't have a way to get it. Well, I don't. I can't remember how to. Well, I don't know how to do it now that Windows 10 is different, but I can't get it to the headphones and have us both have headphones.
Oof.
Oh, I see.
So there's just gonna be a tiny bit of echo. Just a bit. Just a bit.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, we should be good. We also have 10 minutes. It looks like.
Yeah. So I want to get to my chat real quick. Um, because I got some different things to go through.
Need some coffee.
I'm good with the coffee, thank you.
I,
Podcast Dojo. there are some kiosks in the mall that I go that they would do tattoos. They'll probably just last you a couple of days and fade away, but go hardcore, do a real one. Oh, right.
Yeah.
So Brandon, you weren't here. Shifty and I have a new strategy. So at E3, we're each gonna have a crazy, awesome prediction, and we're gonna get a tattoo of it on our chest. And then when that prediction comes true, we're gonna rip our chest open and have the tattoo. So my idea is to go get like a temporary tattoo, and it'll be like Samus, like just across my chest. Yeah. I think it'd be more funny if it was like her in a bikini as opposed to like, just in a suit, because that would be more like
Outrageous.
outrageous. Yeah, the more outrageous, the better. Yeah.
I'll get that.
I already have a picture for you.
Hey, Chef Cthulhu, what's good? Welcome.
And I figured that you'd really be hyped for a 3D Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get a DK one.
Yeah, but I have one in mind for you, actually.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like if I see a Konami developed Castlevania, that'll be like the most left field thing that I don't expect at all.
Yeah. Actually, Brandon, instead of me just assuming what you'd want, what would you actually would want that you would predict that would have you feeling like you should rip your shirt open and have something tattooed on your bare chest?
Something like I would go for Zelda, but that's too obvious. Obviously, that's gonna be there.
Yeah.
So just start getting the tattoo, bro.
I might just get an actual tattoo just for real, and just be like cheat, but not on my chest. Get something on my shoulder.
But is there a franchise that hasn't been announced for Switch yet that would just have you booming?
Let's see. This should be cool. What are you hoping for? Is DLC 5?
I want Advance Wars. I will get the Advance Wars logo tattooed on my chest and on my face.
Oh,
Well,
I like the commitment.
I think if it was on your face, unless you're wearing a mask, the surprise factor is low. So just make it more extravagant on your chest.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's like you think it's like no. The Advance Wars is just out of real predictions on the chest, and then I rip on my chest, and it's another Advance Wars tattoo, but much.
There you go.
I have Chef Cthulhu asking, instead of like, okay, we talked about who we're expecting. So what was like your hope to see like as a character? Because on my end, like yeah, pretty much. Like on my end, like the best case scenario for me would be either Doom Guy or Travis Touchdown.
The Travis Touchdown is one of mine.
Okay, and then I know you said Rex and Pyra earlier.
Yeah, Rex and Pyra, Gino, Travis Touchdown. Those are my three most wanted.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that Sakurai's holding a 3. What did you say, Brandon?
I was saying something from Xenoblade 2 or Torn DLC would be 3. I was actually just playing the Torn DLC for 7 hours yesterday, which caused me to only get about 4.5, 5 hours of sleep. So Coffee's really saving me right now.
Oh, good for you.
I'm actually surprised you made it here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was starting to think what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I was getting stuff ready because I had to deal with the new YouTube bullshit, man.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm finally starting to like get a hang of it, but it's not great. Like the last week's podcast that we did, it took over 24 hours to process.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, like Saturday we did it. I woke up Sunday, I went to work Sunday, I left to Jersey Sunday. Sunday night it still wasn't there. Monday, like towards the end of the day is when I saw it like processed. So that was bad. Like it wouldn't show up on like my actual public videos until like actually it was literally almost 2 days later. So that was just stupid. I don't even know why, it's just YouTube being weird. But there's things in my chat I haven't gone to. I want to kind of like look through it real quick. Podcast Dojo's down for 3D Donkey Kong. Michael Garcia is talking about Punch Out 2. Oh man, Punch Out 2 would be great. Phantasm Wolves, yeah, I'm ready for this. We are 5 minutes away from the big reveal.
Ooh. And Chef Cthulhu in my chat is saying that they couldn't even sleep last night because of this. Like, it was too exciting. And I'd be lying if I said I slept. So.
I was watching Clone Wars last night, and like the series on Disney Plus is pretty cool.
I was doing the exact same thing.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like on season 4 or something.
I'm on towards the end of season 1. I just think it's really cool that like you get to see Anakin and Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, who you would never see in the movies. Should have been in the movies. Like, now that I know this character.
She made a voice cameo.
Yeah. Yep.
Spoilers, movie's been out for a couple weeks now.
Well, some people don't have weeks of time to spend.
Some people don't. Yeah. No, I think that's fine.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I pretty much did the exact same thing as Chef Cthulhu. Like, I didn't sleep. I just watched the Clone Wars, and then I ended up here.
Like you just watched straight through Clone Wars and now you're here. Like
More or less? More or less?
okay. Okay. Oh, I see in my chat Robier is suggesting we get Silex for Metroid. Bro, if the next like DLC pass is like Nintendo focused, I am totally on the Silex train. Like, especially if Prime Trilogy comes out this year and the tease Prime 4 at E3, like Silex being a DLC character, like that all culminating together would be incredible.
The Metroid nerd in you is taking over right now, I think.
Yeah, I'll get another Silex tattoo right here.
Oh, hey, Mandy, welcome to the stream. Oh, my stream anyway. There's like 3 of them in this one stream, I guess.
It's a multi-stream stream.
Yeah.
And
But
Advance Wars.
in case anyone's in my chat that's wondering why my face is not in it, I am sick, but I'm doing this anyways.
So with Andy from Advance Wars, like I would get that tattoo on my right arm, but on Andy's right arm in the tattoo, he have a tattoo of himself. No, actually, he have a tattoo of me having the same pose, and in that pose, I'll be tattooed with Andy on my arm, with him of me on. Then it'll be.
You joke, but I'm about to get this tattoo.
Oh.
Like, for real.
Wait, the tattoo of who? Yourself?
And you, not me.
Oh. That's really narcissistic, bro.
Flat and Motionless is saying it's Travis from No More Heroes, bro. If it's Travis from No More Heroes.
If it's Travis, you're gonna hear my voice very, very audibly.
Dude, so real quick, guys. And by the way, I noticed a few people in my chat have asked how I'm doing. I'm doing great. Brandon's okay. Pedro, that you're in the background, right?
I'm in the background.
Pedro's in the background. Okay. They're in the same distance. They're both jacked up on coffee, I'm assuming. And
No, I haven't had nothing.
Omega Chaos, hey, welcome to the stream, and I appreciate you being here when you can.
Shifty, how are your sniffles? I haven't noticed them at all, actually.
Oh, then that must mean I'm at the perfect range for my mic because I have been doing it this entire time.
Good. That's perfect range.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, one last thing before the show starts, because we're a minute away. We are less than 60 seconds away from the stream starting, guys. So, why is Sakurai holding 3 fingers to the side?
Cause he's a cool radical guy.
He's a gangster. What if it's No More Heroes 3?
Devil May Cry 3 for this content.
What if it's Waluigi?
3.
Three fingers, one for each Advance Wars game in the mainline Advance Wars. That wasn't the fourth one had that weird toe shit.
Oh. We're like
So
Ghost Rider.
it's Andy from Advance Wars. Clearly.
What if it was? That would be really cool.
Okay, if it is, I will actually pee my pants right here.
Oh man,
Glad I'm not there.
I wish I was there.
Oh. Okay. Right. Oh, that's my.
Oh, it's 9.
When I would wake up normally.
Alright, so hopefully, yeah, hopefully none of us is ahead of each other, but that might really happen. That's very likely.
Is it? I'm not.
Oh, it's starting for me now.
Come on, boy. Here we go.
Minasan konnichiwa. Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Sora. Actually, hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide. The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy, which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been broadcast.
Hey Tim.
So it won't be available right away. Please understand that it will take a little time.
Okay.
I think even many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this and say, wow, really? So, let's all share in the fun of getting our hands on the latest information. However, even if you say, that's not the character I was picturing, I hope you don't have any hard feelings.
Oh, he already knows people won't get mad.
Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly. Now, let's do this.
Alright. Alright.
Oh no, we're gonna know really quick, guys. Ah! It's Jesus. No, it's Goku.
Oh.
No.
What?
Fire Emblem. It's Ridley
What?
Violet. No. It's a Fire Emblem.
What?
It's a Pokemon.
What?
It's a Nintendo character.
Really? What?
Yes! I told you guys!
What were you thinking, charging right into
Oh,
an enemy's
dude,
trap?
I bet it's 3 and 1.
As you and
Okay,
I
if
are
I set
one,
myself up for
I
disappointment,
too am
3 and
trapped
1.
within this void.
3 and 1.
In time,
3 and
our
1.
hearts and minds will cease to be.
3 and 1. 3
Are you
and 1.
prepared to die?
3 and 1. 3 and 1.
I don't even know what to say.
I also do not wish to die.
3 and 1.
And yet,
3 and 1. Dimitri, Claude, and
There is no
Edelgard
other choice.
running around violent. Here we go.
you must join Smash.
Yes.
Oh.
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the
3 and
world are
1.
you waiting for?
Okay.
We have to do it.
Yo, I know the soul is real right now. Smash House?
Violent George Smash.
Oh man, this is like the one character everyone. Hey.
Okay, so it's literally violent. But I'm like, okay, it's just straight up violent. Oh, look, there's the background.
There's like a lot of. This is a character that that everyone's gonna complain about. I just know it.
Too many swordsmen, are
Yeah.
there?
Wait, too many swordsmen.
You,
Like,
you
it's
wield
like
the
a
sword as
Nintendo
well?
character, but it's like,
What will you do?
dude, but it's a Nintendo character. You know what that means? That changes every. It's no longer this third party.
So that is how you plan to win the day?
I've told you guys.
So
it
be it.
could still be a
I'll
Nintendo
reward
character.
your cleverness this time.
Oh, it's a female pilot. Cause
Wait, what is going on now?
yo, my friend Roy.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Actually using them. You do get to use their weapons. Yes! The 3, boys! Yes!
She's just flying now. Okay.
Of anyone,
I
you
don't-
should be able to handle the hero's relics.
It's Violet, and
With Arid Fire, strike with superior reach.
Oh, that got all that range. Oh my god.
Using Mir's overwhelming power.
so they gave her the weapons of the other characters.
Unleash the blinding speed of Failnaught.
Yes.
Along
Oh, that gotta be in
with the
there.
sword of the creator. Each weapon matches a direction.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna love this character. Thank you.
Your will and mine be now as one. To you,
Take our final
both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
Here we go.
All right.
Okay.
We were really like.
He's setting it up. Okay.
There you have it.
Yes!
Byleth from
Look at
Fire
him.
Emblem
Look at
Three
him play
Houses
in
is
real
joining the
time.
battle.
Yo, I am so ready to see the salt on Twitter.
Just last summer, and it's still very
told you
new.
guys they would
Even
do
so, you'll
Nintendo
soon be able to
characters.
play as them in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This release is planned for January 28th. You'll have instant access if you have the Super Smash Bros.
I cannot wait to see the salt. Fire Emblem, Sword. People are gonna be complaining.
In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry. First off, what is Fire Emblem? It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful. The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role-playing games. You might be wondering what makes it particularly tactical. Well, it's tactical in that it simulates.
It's Marth 2, bro.
You can think of it as moving pieces in a board game. Or in other words, a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle. When we talk about tactical games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircraft, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique because each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games. Plus, something made it stand out from other Nintendo products.
I'm cool with this.
Characters could permanently die.
I think they're great.
That's pretty direct language though, so perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fishes.
It is a cool moveset, Cthulhu.
But really, if a character fell in battle, you'd lose that unit. They'd be gone and you couldn't use them again.
That means if you die in game, Byleth gets removed from the roster.
In the series maintain this concept of permadeath to some degree in classic mode and what have you. But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak. In the older games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary. The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios.
It's okay, Sakurai. I've played Fire Emblem before.
Characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series. In Smash Bros. 7 and use a counterattack. It's their down special. There's actually a reason for this. When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn. And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series. People who aren't Japanese in particular
just so
might
happy
be
we're
thinking,
getting
17 games? There are that many? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17
What else does
games.
this mean?
Let's try seeing them in the Fire Emblem
Gino,
Can You Say It challenge.
Silent Touchdown, Rex and Pyra.
I'll give it a try.
Oh no, he's gonna name all of them.
聖戦の系譜、ストラキア776、封印の剣、烈火の剣、聖魔の功績、草原の奇跡、暁の女神、神願黒竜、神紋章、覚醒イフ、ヒーローズ、エコーズ、風化雪月。
There you go, 17.
今、変な数え方してます。
So, you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right? I was counting in binary.
Oh, that's why Three Houses.
What?
Here you get 1, and then you get 2, then 2 plus 1.
You're gonna start decoding this man now?
4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Oh
And
no.
then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17.
He's a genius.
Awesome, isn't it?
Oh my god, I hate this guy.
You can actually count up to 31 on one hand.
I can't even do that with my hand.
And if you use both hands, you can actually up to 1,023.
The hand thing really was a hint. I hate that that's true.
Counting the knots in the tatami mat, you could always give it a go. What is Fire Emblem Three Houses?
Yeah.
In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Bereto, and the female version is called Beresu. But in English, they share the same name, Violet. Violet becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their school life, and, well, you end up fighting the other houses.
Well, actually, yesterday I did.
After a certain incident, 5 years pass, and you meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their regions. It's a very sad game in which your former allies
But it's more
become
like
enemies,
4 weapons
turn
in
hostile,
one
and try to kill you.
You know, 3 characters in one.
To understand the concept of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release. I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days.
This man only added them as DLC just to play the game early.
Realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter. I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference.
Yeah.
The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different. Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story. I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand.
Yo, I just love the smash art for these characters.
Before my demonstration, I should point out that when I did the Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release.
Jeez.
Right now, it's actually November. Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version.
What does that mean?
As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Here I go.
No, that's fantastic.
So, this is our new fighter, Violet.
As far as Challenger Pack.
Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them.
Like
Throws are
slow.
not their strong point either. Their grab lacks range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demon. The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction
That
you input
Saito?
the stick.
Everything
Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Neutral
They
special.
look like bones, and there's a reason
So
for that.
basically, they're my kind of character where you can just like.
First,
hit
let's
really
talk about the
hard.
weapon Violet uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Violet's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves.
Oh, I love it.
For their up smash attack,
That's a
they'll whip
multi-hit.
the sword upward to launch enemies in the air.
You wanna know what's funny? Panther, you're talking about
For their
getting
up air
advanced with
attack,
character.
They'll
Like,
wave the
back in
whip
the
sword
game where
overhead.
it was advanced towards the Fire Emblem.
The hit detection
We're in
for
the
this attack
timeline
lasts
with
for a
Fire
relatively
Emblem.
long time.
I'm sure there's another timeline.
The up
where
special move is
advanced
really
Wars
something.
has,
The
like,
sword
7
extends like
Smash
this,
characters.
allowing you to do things like this.
Oh, is that a tether grab?
It was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
Oh, and it spikes.
you can do awful things like this.
I gotta lab him out, bro.
Launch opponents
I'm gonna do a stream where all I do is lab this character out, and I'm gonna find out if I like him.
What? He's still alive? Ow. He's up in
exceed that percentage, and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge. I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges. So that's the up special.
If it goes as far as Joker's, then it would be really
This is
good.
Erdfar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach. Like so.
Flat
Marth's air
motion
attack
was-
keeps opponents
Even
in
if you
check
don't
too,
like
right?
this character, this means Nintendo characters are happening. It
If
doesn't
Violet
just
does
mean
the
there's
same
a lot
thing,
of
you'd win out.
Yeah,
so you should be
that argument goes out the window.
Yeah.
Next, the
The
side
door is
smash attack.
completely
This
open.
also has a long range. It'll connect even from here.
Yeah, side smash goes far. Jeez.
Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger.
Mm.
And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them.
Oh, downtown looks useful.
By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful.
Oh, you got Morph mechanic.
The shaft part is weaker, so it's not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far. That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward. Or downward in this case.
That could be good if you catch someone on a landing.
The side special move.
I don't really understand it.
Violet will simply swing the lance like this. But again,
I'm trying to see like the applications of these moves.
for example, even when your opponent is at this distance,
I'm
it'll
trying to
still
see
hit.
if I can kill people with it.
The kill power.
Actually, you can do a smash attack to charge forward a little. Like this.
Wait, what?
But as you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful.
There's a lot of lag on that
Use it
move, yeah.
midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the
Well, it looks
side,
like there's a lot of lag on it anyways.
they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality. So this complements it well. Although you'll be vulnerable when you land. Now, for the downward inputs.
Verticality.
For these, Byleth will use an axe called Emir. It's named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth. First, the down attack. It really is strong.
Is that also a spike?
You
It
can
is.
try for Emir with this attack. Next
Okay.
is the down smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power. And for the down special, Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike.
That looks
It's
like
a
it would be
bold
hard to
move,
hit though.
similar to the Falcon, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect,
Oh, it's armor. Okay.
which allows you to withstand an attack.
Yeah.
Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon punch at about the same time, it plays out like this.
Yeah,
It's a bit
he's
slower
slow,
than
but he has the
Falcon.
range
Due
to make
the
up
super
for
armor
it.
effect, you have the advantage. Unless you get grabbed.
that was so cool.
Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms. While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like this to reach a lower area. It won't let you jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack. Also, you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a while, so if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction. Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents.
Okay.
Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little. It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters. It hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks like this could just get you hit by counter after counter. Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called Failnaught, which shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of Pit's and other fighters like it. It lets you spin the weapon around.
Nair could be useful. It looks like it could be good.
It's also easy to
There's
create certain
breakdowns that
combos
go on
with
for a
it.
little while longer, and it's still they're gonna talk
And with
about
the neutral
stage
special,
and the
you'll let loose an arrow. It seems pretty straightforward, right? But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow.
It's a different location from the monastery.
First, The biggest difference between this bow and Link's
I
is
like
that
the
once you
light
enter the
waves.
command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it
Looks
does
better than the
fire,
actual
the arrow travels at
Oh,
high
he's
speed.
kind of open
It's
during that
also
move
very
then.
powerful. That said, you can still cancel out of the stance
Yeah.
using the shield button.
Oh, never mind.
You can also change direction while in the stance. It
Oh, he's
works
not
up
open.
until this point, but if you keep holding the button, you'll unleash a
Jeez.
powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light. You can perform this move by keeping the button held down. You charge up power like so, charge a bit more, and then fire.
Dude, this character's cool.
But again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it.
Oh, you can't
Not
cancel?
even with
Ooh.
the shield button. In other words, you're committed to firing it. So you see, a situation
Better make sure you
like
hit
this
that.
is pretty terrible. Once you've entered the stance, you won't be able to do anything. Which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents. So you need to think carefully when using this projectile weapon. Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move called Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version. As you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sothis and launch an attack together.
ソティスが誰であるのか何なのか
Oh, what he
これ
died.
は原作で確認してみていただければと思います。
Let's talk about the color.
Yeah, that might be the case, Mandy.
It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female. However, the third, fourth, and
Okay.
fifth colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaders.
Okay.
Those of you who played the original game will of course understand what I'm referring to.
Ooh.
Nice color variations. I like it.
Who you just saw
That's
earlier.
awesome.
And the seventh and eighth variations
Oh, that's
have a
really
different
cool
hair
'cause
color,
they split
which
your
is
eye.
based on something that occurs in the course of the original game story.
Fair enough.
Didn't we see this variation in the final smash?
Bro, they killed the color alts this time.
Next, I'll introduce the stage.
ステージは
For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garreg Mach Monastery.
作ってみました。
This is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral all in one stage.
通過するルートを取るように作っています。
It's the type of stage that rotates through different areas, such as these four.
その4つのエリアを
Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas.
ご紹介したいと思います。
Oh god.
まず
Pre-order.
The first area is the marketplace.
市場です。ここに
I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid.
デミトリは
Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri's the future king. He had quite a difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one, that one.
このステージの特徴として
There are vendors on either side. In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things. But
I didn't know.
here you can break them, you see.
もしも壊すと
If you
Oh,
do
they,
break them,
they did a great job of keeping
the stage will expand to the left and right.
except it's destructible now. So
I wonder where people will buy their supplies now.
it does
Okay.
look
In the
better.
background, you can see the gatekeeper. You often pass through this area and Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to him a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious
Gatekeeper.
platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop, you'll come crashing back down. We've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building.
Ooh, that sky shot.
And the guests in the reception hall are
Hey,
Edelgard,
Petra, lover.
Dorothea,
Oh, I
and
love
Petra,
Petra.
Black Eagles. Take note, it's not
It's like one of
spelled
my favorite songs
Edelgard.
ever.
They're from the Adrestian Empire. and as such, they embrace their military might.
まあ
Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to
Oh my.
Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals. You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage.
She's actually
It's possible to knock them down.
Oh, it's kind of like the top of the Little Mac stage.
However, Violet can't actually reach it, even though
I
it's
feel
their
like
stage.
we're at different times in the stream.
You can reach it with other fighters, though. So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go. I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table. Like so.
There you go.
Just like the sign that reads Furin Kazan in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range.
Table smashing.
Yeah.
I mean, this stage has
Next up, the bridge. The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed.
Oh, why'd they have to put Lorenz in the background?
It's similar to the bridge of Elden stage. The guests are from the Golden Deer, Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence. They belong to the Leicester Alliance. Because it's an alliance,
Still want to see Lorenz's terrible haircut,
you could
alright?
say that they have a wide assortment of members, and Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series.
Dorothea is gonna
I guess
be
once
an
you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters,
I like everyone they showed until I saw Lorenz. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
the
adding.
naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen. You could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly. The last area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through.
Hmm.
The guests appearing in the cathedral are Seta, Flayn, and Rhea. There's Seta, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flayn. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem Three Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flayn might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that. This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged.
Okay, we won't say anything else.
It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes.
With that light.
Yeah, this location and the
Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages.
Thought we were
That'll give us
self-battles.
precisely 5 players per side. Alright, here we go, Joker. Joker!
What?
And
No,
Hero!
I love the lineup of the fighters pack. Like now that
Gee,
the
we
whole
really made
lineup
a lot,
together,
huh? Banjo!
What?
By now, I think you know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on. It's not going to land that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad. Finnegan. I better keep my distance.
have faith.
I'll use this attack.
Fire makes yourself strong.
Got it.
They're definitely on the slower
That's
side.
scary.
I could see
He's
it, but
invincible for a moment
you just gotta
there.
space people out right, I think. And they will be pretty decent.
Faith.
Lots of explosives.
Oh, the power.
Ouch. Perfect shielded that, huh? Good one.
Sakurai's a monster.
If I do this, like this, or like so. No anti-air, huh?
Get up.
There you go.
Soccer ball.
Well, Michael Garcia's buying a Switch now.
Good. There's mom.
I really want to.
Very easy.
I really want to see how
You're in a
good
spot, Mom.
is Byleth's neutral air. Cause
Ah, I shouldn't have taken
I
that.
don't know how good
Gardevoir.
man, I'm gonna lab this character out, bro. You're gonna see, and I'm gonna make this character good. I'm gonna figure out everything.
Dude, I just
I feel like the enemy might get
harp
this.
on how I love
See?
fighters
They got
past
it.
when we look at them together. Terry, Joker,
But they mustn't give up.
Violet. I don't even remember who
I can't waste the chance.
Like that's a really cool line.
There's another smash ball. Yes, got it.
Like this just kind of like
Now.
really.
What are you charging up for?
This man got like level 3 CPUs.
Yeah,
There's still
feels
more.
like it.
Whack. Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine.
Come on, Roy. Counter.
Although
Come on,
I'm
Roy.
scared I might get hit with a counter in this state.
Sakurai, don't think about the counter. Go on.
I was trying to fight using Byleth's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game. It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end.
Do you think if he lost, it would have just free shot?
Now, about the addition.
It probably would have been, yeah.
Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added. This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you'll enjoy these as well. We're also adding in a new spirit board. It includes the house
Hey,
leaders among
everyone
some of
looking
the other
good?
popular characters. Sothis is Legend class. Also, there's a new classic mode route, a heroic legacy,
Were there any
which is
spirits
designed to let you enjoy
beforehand?
classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history. The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Something amusing.
Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
Okay.
Okay. What do they got? I'm guessing the house leaders.
Are we getting our heart broken?
House leaders?
We're gonna be the beat fighters. Oh no!
Oh, hello? Okay.
Extra beat fighter costume.
Okay.
Oh, you guys put your hand in me. That's what it was, right?
All right, I guess. I guess for this one, it's all right. Okay,
Rabbit.
okay. I suppose.
Oh, that's a cute reference.
I think we had this in Smash 4. I'm not sure. I feel like I saw
You
this.
guys are 5 seconds ahead of me. I can't. I'm live. Oh, it's not live.
Oh. Okay. I think that's my favorite Mii costume so far.
Oh, it's another one of the Mii costumes based on characters.
I like this. I really like this. I really like this.
Nice.
That's cool. I like that.
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume. And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added. It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation. I hope you enjoy these as well. After purchasing a
close to
costume,
DLC
I
too,
recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it. And now, onto the amiibo. The color palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it? Dark Samus and Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
I want both.
はい、そして今回
And now, with the addition of Violet,
Here
the
it is,
Fighter's
the
Pass
DLC
is
box.
finally complete.
Here it is.
The lineup was Joker,
Here it is.
Hero, Banjo and Kazooie,
Looking good.
Bogart,
I love
and Violet.
Bro.
A stunning cast of.
From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added.
だけれども元々が
But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience.
Only 5.
And since the roster was already so large to begin with,
What do you mean only?
right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on. There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play.
Man's
As I
got left
stated,
behind.
We'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice,
There is a
but,
mention.
well, have a look.
Yes! Even more fighters! How many more? A whole other fighter's pass! And another one! Another one!
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time.
Rex Pyra, Gino,
For this reason, we
Travis
will be releasing
Touchdown,
the Super Smash Bros.
Jesus,
Ultimate Fighters Pass
Goku,
Volume 2.
and-
It will be available for
and
pre-purchase on the
Anakin
date set. Please keep it
December 31st,
Now that
2021.
it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass.
Oh, definitely the soul will be real.
Details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided. Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them.
He said, "Leave me alone."
But I still hope you'll look forward to it. We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Oh,
Last
God.
time, it was a Rex costume. But this time, here's what we have.
Yep. What is it? What's the bonus?
It's a Mii Fighter
Oh, Link
costume
must
for
not be
Mii
in the
Sword
game.
Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from the
Yeah,
Legend of
that's
Zelda
a-
Breath
nah.
of the Wild.
The Rex costume was better.
This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
It's neat.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world. Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world. Seems like Street Fighter
Is it a
2 was in
fighting
the
game?
lead for a while,
The
but
age-old
now Super
question.
Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales. However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely. Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC, which means no breaks for me. I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us. That's it. Thank you.
right. Guess that's it.
Okay.
The new little thumbnail.
So, character.
All right. Okay.
When is the character coming out? Did he even say? He didn't say.
The only thing he said was that it's not immediately afterward like they used to.
That's really how it works. It's like what, it's like
Immediately you go to the terrace.
it's like you get your Christmas presents and then you immediately think, oh,
Next
what's for my
Christmas.
birthday?
Like, oh, thanks, Sakurai. This is cool. Now, where's the next one?
Yep.
I'm just a little disappointed they didn't give us like a post production like when this is coming out.
I'll say this. I'm totally expecting there to be like a fair amount of salt for that one.
There's gonna be salt no matter what. Though.
Yeah, but there's always been like people who's like, oh, I don't want a sword fighter. No more Fire Emblem, please.
Okay, but my thing is that like
I was like,
Yeah.
but I'm happy with it.
I've had a lot of arguments
Please
with people.
God, oh no. Now, if they had done a Pokemon, I don't think it's
Yeah, it's like maybe it's because I just played. I put like almost 200 hours into Three Houses. So I was really happy to see them.
Yeah. I'm sure people who played 3000 and enjoyed it are, you know.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that are happy. Smash fans, however, are probably like shitting themselves.
Yeah, but at least the character's different. It's not like it's the same
Twitter,
thing.
see what's going on there.
It's really more.
I'm not even gonna. Oh man. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm cool with it. You know, like I like what I'm seeing. I just want to lab him out. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
why am I not following
I'm gonna go on our Smash
Follow more
Brothers
toxic.
subreddit. It's gonna be where all of the salt is.
I'm following all the
Because it's just like obviously I like Three Houses. I like Byleth, but there's obviously like I know you guys have seen it too. This is like the epiphany of like the type of character people have been memeing to not have.
I'm more disappointed than I would have been had the first 4 DLC third party, just for the final one to be a first party character from an already overrepresented franchise. For DLC 1, I'd probably be way less disappointed, even if it was DLC 1 of the second pack. Start slow, get better reveals. This feels like someone who would have been a shoo-in for the next game, not a surprising twist. Shut up.
Well, I mean, like,
if you go at the beginning or the end.
Smash Brothers is actually horrible.
no.
Let me see. Let me address.
Twitter, guys. We got it.
I knew that was gonna happen. Like that was just inevitable, bro. That shit was inevitable.
Poe's mad. Okay.
I told you that was gonna happen. But let me address some of the comments I'm getting. But so Gustavo's asking me, "Where's Ryu?" Not here, clearly. But the
Who the hell has played Ninja Gaiden?
People.
there's a fair amount of people because that's like more of a classic series than anything else. But
I know.
yeah. Yeah. The thing with Ryu is like I still do think he's coming. I just don't know when. That's the thing. And like people keep asking me about it. And like I don't mind the question obviously, but it's the same thing more or less. Like I don't know when, but as far as I'm aware that's supposedly still happening. And I mean we're getting apparently 6 more characters. So Osri's Osri
Picture on Twitter of Sakurai doing the binary, and there's if you pause it at a certain point, it looks like he's flipping everybody.
I saw that when I was watching.
All this secrecy for a Fire Emblem character?
That's the thing, like the whole secrecy thing. people think, oh, it's super secret, no one's leaked it, so clearly it must be a super duper character. Like, no, it just means no one knows it.
So
That's all-
do you
that's all it
think
meant.
this second batch is gonna be more first or third party?
I could-
Like, I definitely think it has to be a mix. Like that is like guaranteed now. Like people are saying it was all third party. No, that's not. That's not.
Right, right. I think I wouldn't be surprised if it's mostly third party, but like maybe like one or two first party. Because this pass had 5 characters, 4 out of the 5 were third party. The next one was what, 6, right? Not 6. Wait, yeah, 6.
I'm expecting a 2 and 4 or 3 and 3 ratio. Because it might be because things also gets harder to add more third party characters, right? Because that's more like rights and things like that they have to handle.
Right.
So
I just wouldn't.
second season.
Yeah, I could see it. I'm not sure because again, most people didn't even know there would be a first party character at all. But
And also the DLC has been finalized, so whoever it is, most likely it's the character that's been. Well, I guess it theoretically could be a game that's still coming out this year, right?
yeah,
Because like,
Lion, fucking Lion. You had a chance to win Dante, and you chose another Fire Emblem character. This kind of shit is why I'm depressed. Yes, because that's the most important.
okay, still waiting for you. Yeah, nope.
To a video game, I recommend that you please get professional help.
They already privated the video. I was trying to rewatch the stream at some point, and they privated it.
Yeah, they have the whole thing up already.
Oh, do they?
Like immediately as soon as it ended.
Oh, okay.
The second it ended, I went and hit the
I don't think I'm subscribed to Nintendo, as ironic as that may be.
consider-
They don't need me to sub.
they don't need my support.
They don't need it.
Oh, that was great.
I mean, if anything, I could see they're like gonna be salt for it. But let me let me look at my chat. Hang on. My Osri's like that. Osri's is like very vocally against this one. He's like, that shit was trash.
So once everything's said and done, there's gonna be 12 DLC characters.
Yeah,
Do you think
that's
do you
what's
think
up.
that's the end of it? I feel like that's the end of it.
Or like the after the second pass.
Yeah, I mean, it's the last character comes out December 2021. That's
Yeah.
3 years after Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah, which
That's
is
the development of a whole other game.
They're having like actual discussion, and we're just
Yep.
laughing our asses off.
That's what's happening.
I'm like on my chat.
You guys are
It
basically just a laugh track on my like. Yeah, we got a laugh track.
see in my chat I have my boy Osri saying like basically because he's not a Fire Emblem fan, so he's just he slept on it. Gustavo, I'm still waiting on Ryu. That's fine, bro. I wish I could tell you more, but like I there's nothing to say, honestly. But I mean, I like Fire Emblem. I think it's cool, but I could see why, like, if you don't play Fire Emblem games, why like 6 or so Fire Emblem characters could be annoying.
I think the solution here is clearly to just play a Fire Emblem game. Just stop having trash taste.
Damn.
You can even play since you're bad at video games, clearly. Like, just play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Or even
Can it come-
emulate one of the old ones so you can do it for free. Play
So-
goddamn Fire Emblem games. That'd be
They're
amazing.
good, man. 3 Houses is fantastic.
I mean, Three Houses was like my top game of 2019.
Three Houses is like so good.
It
Not
might have
played
been
as much
mine.
as the Game Awards. Like, Three Houses is a good ass game.
It's great, great game.
Yeah.
Slow beginning.
Maybe you're just trash. Maybe your opinion is bad.
Because I know the story is really, really good.
How about you just enjoy the whole? The thing is, if you're not enjoying where you are, I enjoyed the beginning. I actually missed the beginning. So like,
Like I was
well,
really bored. Just like
Yeah, you don't have to do those parts. But it's just so, like, if you don't like the part, the game gives you an ability to skip the part, and you just don't.
I just don't get all the stuff.
You don't. The game balances itself
I just
out.
watched somebody beat the Golden Deer route in an hour and a half, and they got through by skipping the entire like.
How do you even beat the battles that
By not being bad.
takes me 45 minutes
The
to do a
trick
battle?
is to kill everyone who isn't Violet and Claude, and then just have Violet take care of the first half of the game, and then Claude take care of the second half of the game. Because Claude gets auto level time skips, so he has to be good broken, and then he can just solo the game.
I'm seeing Jugs in my chat saying that called a wambulance. Osri, this dude got unlimited use of Hatchet Man. Why? Let me tell you why. Because Hatchet Man as a move by itself is trash. the only reason why anyone falls for Hatchet Man is not because of Hatchet Man being a good move, but because they're not expecting it from the command list. That's literally it. But the thing is, like, as a move on its own, there's nothing really wrong with it. You're like, honestly, if you're playing competitively and you get hit by Hatchet Man, how? Like, it's such a slow move that doesn't you can't move. Like, it's like you have to try to get hit by that. Well, for Hatchet Man, no, you can't do that. No, Hatchet Man's gonna pop that shield, but you can spot dodge, you can dodge away, you can grab, you can jump over it, you can. There's like a lot of different ways of going around it. But Hatchet Man, like, Hatchet Man as a move on its own is probably better than Bylif's version of it, because Bylif, like, if you see him doing it, there's not much you can see that coming. But Hatchet Man is a move that has to be chosen at random on a command list. Like, it's harder to see that coming.
And I'm just posting on my social media. Told you guys we get a Nintendo character deal.
That was me after I leaked the Piranha Plant. I was like, ha, look at that guy. Oh god. Hey Tetrafan, how you doing, bro? Stupid Rare called it lame. Hey bro, I mean, Stupid Rare, I remember you. I know you don't like Fire Emblem, so you know what? That's an expected response as far as I'm concerned. But I mean, I like Fire Emblem, so I mean, you know, what can I say? I'm a weeb who enjoys my weeb stuff.
But I want to try and piece together, like, kind of like some DLC, like, amongst ourselves. I'm gonna have a predictions video soon, but just amongst ourselves, Nintendo DLC, like the Smash DLC, like, who are the 6 characters going to be? Like, I guess it made sense for Rex and Pyra to not be a part of the first Fires Pass, because the Mii costume is kind of like a bonus buy when you get it. But if Rex and Pyra are going to come, I felt like they would come in the second pass, right? If they're coming, they would be this pass, maybe. So I want to put them in my predictions just because more I want them in, but I recognize that they might not make the cut.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I don't think Rex will get in at all. But that's not saying that I don't want them in.
You're hurting my feelings.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna, like, I honestly would rather, and I see it being more likely to see someone like Gino.
No, I think Gino is a shoe-in.
Yeah.
Oh no, Gino
What?
is Shorzy. Travis Touchdown I also think has a really good shot too.
Travis Touchdown and, like, Gino have, like, a certain amount of love for them, despite you know, not being from Nintendo. But then again, that's what makes them likely for a third-party slot, if that's the case.
They're third-party, but they're Nintendo-esque, like Banjo and Kazooie. So I think they're gonna be in, and if they're in, like, that 2 to 4 ratio we discussed would be appropriate.
Everybody.
Osri, shut up.
You know what? The Mii costumes, the extras for the Challenger Pack 2, being 2 Breath of the Wild characters, kind of makes me a little bit less like, oh, Rex and Rex's Mii costume being confirmed as character, because no, I don't think that it's less of a Mii confirmation they can't give us new costumes and even expect us to pay for them, even if the character's gonna be in the game anyways.
Yeah.
Playable fighter. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Rex and Power Gamer. Honestly, though, I don't know that Rex and Pyra are the ones I like. They're the ones that make the most sense in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but they're not my favorite Xenoblade Chronicles 2 characters. Like, I'd rather other ones get in.
I mean, Rex is probably like my least favorite Xenoblade Chronicles 2 character.
Well, it's not, the thing is, the idea behind Rex and Pyra is that Rex is like the base character, but you have blades around him, right? So you would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like Pyra, Mithra, and maybe Rock or someone else. Like that would be the idea. So it wouldn't really just
Honestly,
be. It's
though,
not
I would
Rex.
rather.
It's Pyra, Mithros, and another blade with Rex doing some of the attacks.
Yeah. I mean, Rex makes sense in the sense of like the main character role and all that. But I don't know, right? Like honestly, in terms of like what I'm thinking about right now, my most of my mind is set on what can Byleth do and what okay, dog. But yeah, like I kind of want to just lab them out now. I kind of just want to, because usually I'm used to,
Like he didn't
yeah, like
today. He didn't say anything.
yeah, because we're used to just them coming out almost immediately after, if not the day after.
Assuming that we know they're just coming out later today. Like is that just?
Yeah, but usually the presentations we've already had the announcement of the character.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be around the same amount of time between announcement and release as usual. Just
Yeah.
without a presentation the day before. We'll probably get
Right.
like a trailer or something. Or
Gotcha.
just a Twitter announcement, honestly.
Yeah.
Or the direct. Actually, they'll probably announce it in the direct. We still need a direct. General direct.
I don't know when the hell that's happening. We don't need to have that at this point because Token Mirage Session comes out tomorrow, so they're not going to push that. The Smash content has been taken care of for a while, for a few months, so we don't have to worry about that. Animal Crossing comes out in March. We don't need it. And at this point, we're not getting any major games in February for Nintendo. So they could wait till halfway through February.
Yeah, I think the first or second week.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Hmm.
We will see what happens.
We still need more like games for like April, May, June.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there'll be,
March.
I'm sure there'll be some kind of direct. It's probably just not what most people are expecting in terms of it happening around January or so, considering the Pokemon and Smash like presentations. Yeah. One thing is for sure is that I'm definitely going to spend a good 2 to 3 hours just labbing out Byleth.
Yeah, I'll probably.
All right. All right.
I need to figure out what makes him good.
I want to play. I want to know what that thing he said about how there's gonna be like a cool little thing when you fight Master Hand and Crazy Hand in classic mode. I wonder what that's going to be. Like, will the dragon come out? No, they won't do that. That's too much. My expectations always shoot too high.
I'm not
I have no idea what they'll do. It can't be anything that major, right? So.
like they wouldn't add like a new boss.
Right? Yeah, they wouldn't do that, especially when you're already fighting Master and Crazy Hand.
Yeah, I'm not really sure though. Like
Master and Crazy Hand are like the penultimate boss. No, they can't do that. Can they? Probably not.
I wonder if it's the only thing I could think of is like, would it be something like that could be a reference to a specific like story related thing? Because he didn't go into it, and normally he would play the classic mode on the video, but he did say earlier in the same presentation that he didn't want to like spoil things.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if it's something that would be referencing something from the Three Houses story or something like that.
Well, a dragon would be that. What if?
classic mode.
Oh,
It
what
even
if
had
it?
a name for it, but I forget what it was.
What if it's kind of like meant to mimic the Fire Emblem Three Houses game, where you have different paths you can choose. So depending on what weapon you use more, that will decide your path, and there'll be a slightly different end to classic mode.
I also found the part in the presentation where he mentions the name of the classic mode, and it's just called a heroic legacy, and it doesn't really say much.
It might just be like a generic name for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't really say much.
Interesting that he mentioned it specifically.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it could be one of those things where it's like, oh, I would normally show it, but because it's a reference to something, I'm just not gonna. I'll just let you guys see it when you see it.
Yeah. I want to reference this comment in my chat. Alexander Baruso. Andres, hear me out. They didn't show Byleth in the banner art. What do you mean by that?
Is he talking about like the art, like the? I mean,
Website?
yeah, no, that long banner they always add all the characters to whenever they get revealed.
Okay.
That, but
That's a good thing to point out, Alexander.
but don't they normally do that? Like, I don't remember them doing it in the presentations though. Don't they normally do it like on Twitter or like something else?
No, like the reveal trailer oftentimes has it.
I feel like I remember them doing it when they're like announced, but not in the presentation itself. In some cases, I don't know.
Smash site to see if it's already there.
Well, usually they don't announce them in the presentation.
Yeah,
Every announcement that they have is on the banner.
I'm looking at the Smash site to see if it's
because I feel like there was some characters where they just didn't do it in the review or something, and I feel like I remember seeing them later, but I could be wrong. I don't remember.
Joker, Hero, and Terry are all next to each other. None of that should mean anything.
But I just keep going back to when he first shows Byleth's attacks, and I keep trying to find out like
I mean, that up B seemed ridiculous.
his up B seems like I want to know what the range is, because I remember thinking Joker's up B was gonna be kind of easy to gimp, and then he's just not. That's just not the case. So like certain things could have like, they could look bad or they could look good, and then you play the character and you find out that's not the case.
Right.
I definitely want to see his neutral air attack, because some characters, like when they have a move like that, it has a lot of like use for them. Like a good anti-air, a good drag down attack. It's just pretty good competitively, but it depends, because some characters are able to fall out of those kind of attacks, but like Palutena, you can't fall out. Like, you're gonna get hit by that thing, and you're gonna be there for a while. But if like someone like Piranha Plant does it, you can get out of it. So I want to know how good is that neutral air that he has, because several characters have something like that, but they kind of vary in how good they are.
I'm just looking at the Smash banner. Sorry to talk about. No, yeah, I don't. It's not there. No.
They'll probably update it like on social media or like something at random.
Oh, version 7.0 starts rolling out on January 29th. So we gotta wait a couple weeks.
Wait, what's happening on January 29th?
Yep. Version 7.0 starts rolling out on January 29th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the site it says.
I do want to point out that I find it hilarious that Sakurai basically had a section where he's like, please stop asking me for characters on Twitter. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, it might happen, but you don't.
But it's already decided. Like, it's not gonna happen because you hit him up.
Yeah, you can't change what it is. So they've all been decided already too, which is interesting. And I want to point out that the first Fighters Pass doesn't necessarily have to be representative of the second Fighters Pass. Like, the rules might be different.
The thing is, I don't think there is necessarily rules,
Well, there was a rule, quote unquote, because Reggie said that the Fighters Pass would be. Oh, did I get disconnected from OBS?
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't mean to. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying is that supposedly at the 2018 Game Awards, Reggie did say that this game or this Fighters Pass would include all new characters from brand new worlds, right? Which technically was true, because three houses had not been represented before in Smash, right? It was Fire Emblem, but not three houses Fire Emblem. So
That's one of those like technicalities though. Like someone could easily see that as like a rule that was essentially broken. Yeah, because yeah, you could make that argument like, oh, you know, three houses Fire Emblem world is not the same world as like say I don't know Marth's or you know something like that. But
Right.
I think most people did understand that quote to mean like IP.
like like franchises.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's going off of technicality, but like I don't know, like maybe that was how it was supposed to be interpreted or something, but that's what I mean. Yeah, like the interpretation could have been totally different.
I just
Sakurai was all like, we want as many different universes and stuff as possible, so that's what their plans were, and then Fire Emblem. So I feel like they said very similar types of things.
Yeah.
I think we just took what they said.
Yeah, it's definitely the community made a collective assumption from what they said, and like all of the rules, I don't think have ever actually been.
Right.
let's say for needing to be from a video game series.
Yeah, that's like the only one that's actually been kind of
But they were
set.
very specific about that.
Yeah, everything like yeah. We still haven't had like the whole spirits rule like theory being broken yet, right? Like until we see like say for example Geno confirmed that people are still gonna fight to death on him, you know.
I think, in my opinion, spirits that were added before the game came out don't really mean anything. But spirits that were added, say, like, during the DLC period, probably mean a lot more.
Yeah,
They're not gonna add new spirits during the DLC period and then just be like, oh, we also have the playable character.
Yeah,
Like, what would be the
because
point?
the character always has the spirits related to them, come with packages. So
right. Like so this probably you guys don't expect Resident Evil or Astral Chain, for example, to make it into the second Fighters Pass
No.
because we got spirit events for them recently.
I would have loved to see Astral Chain,
Yeah.
And I would have liked to see Resident Evil, but
Yeah.
I don't really
Like,
see it.
I wanted to see both.
We haven't gone through the spirits.
No,
No,
nothing from
still
Bethesda yet.
hope.
I mean, there's no more hero spirits, so I mean,
The game hasn't come out yet though, so there's no need to add spirits for it.
I mean, if anything, the second pass could definitely be something that's like a completely different, you know, I guess idea behind it, like in terms of how they treat it. Although since Sakurai did say that all the like characters have already been decided, what do you think that means in terms of the leaking scene? Considering that it is technically possible for people to know now, but if it's as tightly, I guess, done as Byleth, it could just still be secret.
Well, I
But
feel like packs 4 and 5 wrecked the leaker community. I'm sorry, but leaking Terry like it's no offense. I'm not like speaking about you, but I'm just saying. I feel like if you're a leaker, you can't be like, oh, I leaked Terry 43 hours in advance. At that point, how big of a deal? It's not a big deal.
no, actually, you say no offense, but I actually fully agree because the thing was like when the I want to say the day before Banjo was, and you could vouch for this, Andres, because I remember telling you that I knew about Banjo as well, but I didn't say much about it because everyone knew Banjo was coming.
It was yeah.
Like-
there was no point.
Yeah, there was little to no point in actually saying anything about it.
Yeah, they still do. Like at that point, why ruin the surprise?
Hey Blaze, how you doing? My thoughts, I like Fire Emblem, so I don't really have too much of a problem, but I know for a fact, I haven't even checked Twitter, but I just know people complaining. Jugs is also saying story DLC for 3 houses has been revealed. Check Nintendo's YouTube. What?
Say that again.
Apparently 3 houses DLC was shown?
Wait, DLC.
Oh yeah. The Cindered Shadows.
That's a marketing ploy.
Back then, there were tons of rumors about what goes on below Garrett
Well,
Mach.
it is though.
Something
like,
about
the
tons of
DLC,
passages and houses
Yeah.
beneath the town.
People are excited
All
about Fire Emblem
inhabited by
right now. So.
super shady people.
I'm watching it
With
now.
a real intimidating name, too.
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I think it was called Abyss?
I'm looking at it now. Oh.
Abyss is home to those who shun the light of day. It is the secret shadow of Garrett Mach.
They think they need a place like this for Garrett Mach to thrive.
Yeah, fine. We're the Ashen Wolves. We're the secret fourth house in Abyss. The surface world turned its back on us.
Oh,
Same in
okay.
return.
The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful.
Prepare to face the almighty king of grappling.
No matter what we do, we're all just gonna die in the end anyway.
Tremble in fear at my magical might.
We're a unique bunch from all walks of life. Once you get to know us, I'm sure you'll love it here.
Another house.
Don't worry, no one will die. We'll get everyone out safely.
Oh, that comes out really soon. Well, sooner than I expected, I guess. Yeah.
This is really interesting.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Off.
The way the game is structured, the story changes based off which house you pick. So you just pick this house.
Yeah, and then it's a completely different story.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? It looks more like just an additional thing for like
That's cool.
Well, the thing is that they mentioned that it's like a fourth house, so it kind of, from what it sounds like, it implies like it's a totally different choice, I guess.
Yeah.
just from the fact that like it looks
Well,
like it's going in with the Golden Gear house, it seems to me like it's not like a fourth house to pick.
well.
True.
Have you beaten 3 houses? Yeah, you see, put in 200 hours, so you know how it works halfway
I
through
know
the
how
game.
this game works.
I'm trying. I'm trying to debate how I should say this without really spoiling too much about the game. But there's more. The base game. There's more than 3 stories to choose from. There's more than 3 paths, right?
Right. Yeah.
There's a divergent path at some point. I think maybe it just adds like another divergent path.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It could be that.
And it might even be an earlier divergent path because I feel like it would be weird to just kind of ignore the house. Like.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, because if you choose a house and you roll with them throughout half the game, like, oh, you know what, kids, I'm gonna abandon you guys to just this other house instead. That'd be a little weird. You know, unless you combine your houses.
It'll probably be that if they decide to go with something like that. Probably your students other than like the house leader would probably join you, or people that you just kind of have a good support level with.
Maybe.
Oh, Dimitri's there too. Yeah. Oh, and Edelgard is It's definitely it has to be before the time skip.
So maybe this happens in between.
No.
I don't know what happened for time skip.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is because of time skip spoilers, this can't happen. But
I mean, if any, it's clearly going to be a choice that can be made regardless. I feel like you'll probably find them while you're able to talk to like all 3 houses in a sense, like maybe that early in the game. But in terms
All
of
the house leaders are there.
yeah, that's why I'm saying like it might be early enough that
Yeah.
you know that can still happen, obviously, but.
Yeah.
everybody's here. Like the not very well kept secret.
I think it's legit. Just
Well, if you pay $25, the secret is revealed.
I think it's legit another house. And then very early on.
The only issue with this being an entire other house is what was mentioned earlier is that the fact there's only 4 units. If that's the case, which to me
Is there
seems
for
like
sure only 4 units?
that's. I mean, as far as we know, because they only show 4.
Okay. Then in which case it probably is something that you pick halfway through or a quarter way through. I don't. It feels weird to like maybe still pick them early on.
It seems to me like it's probably going to be like this side story rather than like new route. So it's probably going to be like a collection of parallel chapters.
Hey, Key, what's good? Yes, Byleth made it. Now I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this DLC. But I'm looking at
Find
the
out by buying it on February 13th.
yeah.
12.
I'm just looking at the dialogue to see if I see anything that may point in a certain direction, but yeah, that's true. The DLC hasn't really been very good for Three Houses. This is like the only time I'm like, wow, something Three Houses related that's actually entertaining looking. Yeah. Yeah. Because everything else seems like the sort of thing that other games would give away for free. Like in updates or some kind.
I mean, this is the kind of content that makes you want to get it, right?
Yeah.
The other stuff is just kind of like,
They're like
But,
supplementary content.
Like, I guess, this DLC will give me a good reason to do my second playthrough of the game, and with all the other little stuff added, it'll be a nice, thing to do, especially if I can do it with New Game Plus. So, you know, it'll be a lot of nice little additions to make it feel like a pretty fresh experience, especially considering that I've only done one of the stories.
Looking at the dialogue, the only thing I can gather from this is that something happens that kind of rats out the existence of these guys to the rest of the houses.
Yeah.
And that's when you guys kind of like get involved and go into look into things. So putting that into, I guess, out there, I guess, it's probably just gonna be a situation where whatever house you picked, let's say you picked Golden Deer, you'll probably just meet them, the whole thing goes down, and then they kind of just like mix with the Golden Deer units that you have, and then you go through their story. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
It also makes sense when you consider the only 4 units. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I guess not.
yeah. I mean, either way, it looks cool. It looks like the first bit of DLC content for Three Houses that's actually, substantial.
But it also might be. Is it the last of the DLC content? So.
Yeah. I mean, hey, at least I got one.
Typically it's the final expansion of DLC that really kind of, sells people on it. So, although I'll speak for Pokemon Sword and Shield, I think the first pack for Sword and Shield seems pretty strong. Like they both seem to be kind of like equally strong. Although I still think I'm a little bit more excited for Crown Tundra just because of all the legendaries and it seems to have a little bit more atmosphere. But in terms of like content, both of the packs in the Sword and Shield DLC are like actual expansive areas of story that you can explore. While for most of their DLC for other games, it's just like the final pack is that, and the first one's just kind of more like little additions to the game.
Yeah. I mean, I would say Pokemon in terms of what they have. Yeah, I mean, I'm more interested in the second one, but I feel like that's just based off just my personal interest. But they are closer in terms of like how even they are in terms of like the content they offer.
Like you're gonna want to get the DLC immediately to play Pack 1, as opposed to like with other DLC for other games like Fire Emblem. a lot of people aren't necessarily feeling the need to get the DLC immediately for the first part of the DLC.
Yeah. I mean, you could also, if you go by Twitter, anyways, or most people's reactions, I guess, judging by my chat and Twitter and all that, Smash kind of had a reverse kind of way.
It's different kind of game.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just making I like going off of the idea that like the last pack is usually the one that sells people, and it kind of again, if you go by like I guess the very loud consensus, I guess. It seems like that's the opposite. Or like Joker was the one that got people through the door, and then Byleth is not really doing that as much.
Was very much like you wanted to wait for the last bit because in the expansion pass you got some stuff. And Torna was really the main thing.
That's the only thing I really played of the DLC. I didn't really play too much of the extra stuff.
I played the challenge pack a bit, but it was literally just to get to Elma, and that was it.
That was same deal with me. So, yeah.
Breath of the Wild as well. This first pack was good, but it was like the second pack had most of the stuff.
Yeah.
But the first pack was actually pretty damn good. Like they had the whole challenge in the forest.
My main issue is that they gave you more power, but they didn't make the game hard. Well, they add master mode. I just wish that they did a little bit more with the final boss of the game. But that's just my personal thing. Like, you get the master sword. Yeah. I mean, how often does DLC change the boss for an already existing part of the game? They don't do that. They just add on top of. So, yeah. And they did add a boss in the second part.
And it was way cooler than the final boss of the game.
I liked it. Not a lot, but I liked it.
Yeah.
I like the lead up
When
to
you're
it.
that low from the final boss of Breath of the Wild, it doesn't take much to get above it.
And to be clear, we're talking about the second part, not the first part of the final boss.
Yeah.
The first part of the final boss is epic. Yeah, I just don't like the victory lap. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and upload my reaction. It's good little Smash presentation, guys.
Yeah. But I'm also gonna be ending my stream. So I appreciate anyone who came through and all that good stuff.
All right, guys, take care. See y'all later.
All right, take care, guys.